Let me just share with you today why I'm so freaking frustrated at the world and at life right now.
I've literally never had a more difficult time finding employment, and I know that's everyone's situation right now, but it's genuinely baffling.
Dell tells staff to get ready for the biggest transformation in company history. So one of the biggest things happening is one of the biggest computer companies is deciding to just fire everyone. So recently they fired like 25,000 people. It's an enormous amount of people. And then suddenly Dell was like, hold on, biggest transformation. I wonder what it is. It's basically going to be layoffs. Because a lot of these companies are just going to be doing layoffs because they're investing billions of dollars into artificial intelligence. And yes, AI is replacing people's jobs. I mean, even like I went to the Fazoli's drive-thru, it was like an AI bot. And so, yes, the biggest transformation, according to what a lot of people are saying, is probably going to be layoffs. That 25,000 layoff could be 30,000, according to rumors. Check out some of these videos. Everybody's getting laid off.
I would give the pain a 10. A lot of people do tell you it's not that bad and things like that, but me personally, it hurt it really, 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 really bad.
As an older Gen Z, isn't it crazy how much our expectations for life have dropped in the past 5 years? I remember going to university and wanting to study computer science and wanting to bring home big bands, 100K, but now I just want money left over after rent.
Graduating from uni without a job is actually dark. I might as well have dropped out, bro. We might as well have dropped out. You might as well have dropped out. Because every time you now see someone, especially if it's like family or something, they don't even care about your well-being, bro. They don't care about your well-being. Not, how are you? How you doing? How have you been? They just ask, oh, so what are you doing now? Or where you working now? Why, bro? Why? Plus the job market now is actually so cooked. I see why people do some certain things now. And now my mom's gonna watch this. I was gonna say I'm gonna start doing crime, but now my mom's probably gonna see this video. But bro, graduating from uni without a job is actually oh bro, I feel like a mess as well, bro. Cause sometimes you just I'm smiling right now, but nothing's funny. Nothing's actually funny. Why am I even smiling, bro? I'm a bum. I'm not a bum, God forbid. But oh bro, oh. Yeah, just laughing at.
Oddly enough, after getting fired, the biggest adjustment for me has been my mornings. I know that sounds kind of silly, but my mornings are so much slower and just harder in general because I don't have to be awake at a certain time. I don't have to be out the door at a certain time. I don't have a specific routine holding me to any sort of a standard. If I want to wake up at 10:30, I can do that, whereas before I couldn't. I think I'm really going to try to start becoming a morning person because I will wake up and I'm immediately doom scrolling all day and it's just not healthy. That's what I'm going to be working on because this is getting out of hand.
I literally just got rejected by I need a fucking job and everybody is rejecting me. I don't even know why. I don't even know why they're rejecting me. Where do I even apply at this point? Where do I apply? I've applied everywhere. No one is calling me back. No one is emailing me back. And everyone is rejecting me. What the fuck do I do? I have bills and I need to pay fucking rent. What the fuck do I do? Where do I apply? And why aren't they hiring me? How are they supposed to hire me if I don't have fucking experience? Where am I supposed to get it from? What the fuck do I do? I need an answer by 2 do? I don't know. What do I do? Where do I apply so they can reject me again? Where?
Wow, I think I'm gonna be a little vulnerable right now. This job search thing is seriously for the birds. Like, what a way to really check any ego anyone could possibly have. I've been unemployed for about a month now, and it sucks. Looking for a job absolutely sucks right now. I have over 10 years of experience in SEO, in an industry that is and will continue to be valuable. And I just continue to get no after no after no. And I don't understand why. It really sucks. So if anyone could send pictures of dogs or words of encouragement, I could really use them right now.
I'm afraid that unemployment is becoming, or even has become, a part of my identity, because I've been employed for almost 2 years, and honestly, as much as I want and need a job right now, I just don't know how I'm going to function. Like, what do you mean I can't wake up at 11 a.m. anymore? I have to wake up at 6 or 7 on a Tuesday to get ready. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Nobody's hiring right now. Maybe it's just you. Maybe you're just looking in the wrong places. If you don't know about this website, let me put you on. There is this app called Sprout. Automatically personalizes a tailored cover letter for you. All you gotta do is upload your resume and bam, it automatically applies to jobs for you. You just swipe right on the ones that you like. Literally so simple, it could not get any easier. I would 10 out of 10 recommend.
The job market is so bad right now. Like, if you have a job, you should thank God. Even if it's terrible, try to persevere and wait while finding something else. But man, even as being a healthcare worker, like, we always have a job, but like, still, it's so hard right now. You could be applying back in the day. You will apply for a job today and get it tomorrow. Now you're waiting months, like months, before you hear about what is going on. And simple, like McDonald's or like Chick-fil-A that we used to work at when we were, during summertime. Now it's luxury. Like, my brother, he's been trying to apply for Chick-fil-A or Walmart. Like, it's almost like if you don't know somebody, you can't even get simple jobs. Like, what is going on? It's so bad right now. So make sure please go to school for something that is worth it, or something that is going to make you money. I'm sorry. Right now, we cannot be doing things about passion no more. We cannot. It's too damn expensive to be out here doing things just because, you're going to learn how to love it later on. That's all I'm going to say. But even when you get those type of jobs, it's still hard to even get a job in your field right now. So just, if you don't have a job right now, I pray for you. Keep working hard. One day you're going to get that yes. And if you have a job, stay there. Stay there, because it's not easy out here. But just FYI.
The generic job search advice that used to be given doesn't apply to this market. I'm sorry, it doesn't. And if you've not experienced this market, please don't be just giving out the generic advice of apply to a job and in the meantime get just any job to get by. Those any jobs are hard to come by too. Working in a cafe, working in retail. People are struggling for that reason. A lot of people don't choose to be completely unemployed for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years. Like, people aren't choosing it. And the reality is, the longer you're out of work, the harder it is to then get back into work. If you don't currently have a job, it's harder to get a new job. There will always be outliers. There will be people that get a referral and they get their foot in the door. However, referrals do not equal guaranteed job position. That's why it's so hard to get a job. The job market is atrocious. It continues to be. Not much is changing. I was unemployed for a very long time. I struggled. That's why I continue to make these videos, because I'm sick of people thinking job seekers aren't doing enough. job seekers are struggling because they're doing something wrong. The job market is the issue. It's a systemic issue that needs to be addressed.
Whenever anybody doubts that the job market isn't good for Gen Z, I tell them this story. When I was looking for a job in social media marketing content creation, I interviewed for a job that was vastly similar to a job I'd already been doing and had success with. I just wanted to switch companies. And at my interview, I asked the question, what does a day in this job look like? Creating content around a small, mid-sized city. The manager or the director or whatever his title was had started there as an intern. He'd spent 40 plus years at this job, like started in the 80s and was retiring in the next few years. And he said, oh, well, this is not a hybrid or remote job. This is an in-office job 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. I said, I totally understand. I saw that on the website. I just wanted to know more about like what the daily life looked like. And he said, well, you know, you'd be working in the office and doing all of your work from the office. I know, you know, social media, you have to do a lot of work on the phone. That's okay, but it needs to be done in the office. I said, okay, this is a job like running an Instagram and a TikTok for this travel organization, trying to get people to come to the city. When do I go and film content for that? And he said, oh, well, I guess you would just have to do that like after work or on the weekends. What? So you want me to just sit here all day when I could be out and about creating content and filming, and then actually after work when I'm not supposed to be working, go and film stuff and do that work? Like, I understand that a lot of stuff, fun stuff happens after work and on the weekends to cover. But how would you expect your social media manager to just be sitting in the office literally all day? And then he said that it was so good. It was so good to work there because actually there was a lot of flexibility with being in the office, because you could get there at 7 and leave at 4, or you could get there at 7:30 and leave at 4:30, or you could get there at 8 and leave at 5. It was up to you. And then the other thing that was crazy was my brother was getting married in a couple months, and we were talking about start date, and I said, oh, you know, like I have this thing, my brother's getting married. I would have to start after that. And he said, oh, that's totally fine. We'll just put it in as negative PTO. Negative PTO. So I would have to earn back the days from my brother's wedding and then accumulate PTO. So those days wouldn't count. I was like, dude, what is like incentivizing me to not just start after that? This is ridiculous. I don't even know what the compensation for that job looked like because it's just such bullshit. Like, you were handcuffing and handicapping like me as a social media man.
This is the only job market that I've edited where you can go to a town hall and not know that the hiring manager is leading the town hall. That you can exceed in both the first interview and the second interview, so much so that they tell you you have a final interview at the end of your second interview. And then during your third interview, they tell you that you made them think about completely different perspectives through your presentation and have really good conversations through your third interview and still not get the job. So if you're struggling to find a job like I am, please know you're not alone. And that finding a job in this market absolutely sucks. I don't have a voice because I just scream cried because I'm just so devastated. So if you're trying to find a job like me, please know you're not alone.
No, but for real though, I have been struggling to just get an internship in my field. Mind you, I'm a senior and I need an internship credit to graduate. I do have a backup option if I can't get an internship, and that is doing a big research project, but I seriously don't want to resort to that. But yeah, I've probably applied to like 50 internships in the last week and a half, and so far no one has gotten back to me besides this one company that honestly is kind of sus. Because hear me out, not only is it an unpaid internship, which I mean I'm willing to take, but it also requires that you pay for the training and mentorship. And I don't know, I just thought that was sketch. And even if it's legit, I am not paying for anything. Like, already you're not paying me, so why am I gonna pay for anything? Like, I'm not gonna get more broke trying to do an internship, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's been rough. Like I have not had an interview yet for any internship, and I have applied to some internships in the last couple semesters. I had no luck, but also I wasn't trying that hard. But now I'm actually putting in the effort and trying to apply to internships like every other day, and I'm just noticing like no one's getting back to me. I did forget to mention though, in the last summer I did have one interview, but it ended up being for this internship that was legit, but I did not like it. I didn't like the setup of it. It was a sales internship where you would have to go to a bunch of businesses trying to sell marketing services. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep on trying, and hopefully I don't have to resort to doing a research project to graduate on time.
I'm about to lose it. This weekend I applied for 21 jobs. 21 jobs. I'm unemployed, okay? I've applied for corporate things, remote things not around me, and even minimum wage things because I need some income coming in right now, locally. The 2 jobs that I've heard back from so far, one of them I was declined from. Guess which one I was declined from already? Whole Foods. Whole Foods coffee bar. I can't even get a job at a Whole Foods coffee bar. What is happening? Seriously. Like, minimum wage. That was like, at least I will be able to do that. Like, so I can get some money. Whole Foods! What is happening? I need a job. I've been applying for so long. Why is this so hard? On a scale of 1 to 20, how many do you think I'll get an interview for, and how many do you think I'll even hear back from? Let's actually, like, drop your guesses, because next video I'm going to show all of the jobs that I've applied for over the course of the past, like, 9 months now, maybe even more. I'm sick of this.
I don't know if there's anybody else who's been unemployed for a while who can relate to this, but I feel like since I've been unemployed, like, my life has been on hold. And I don't mean it, like, just from, like, the standpoint of, like, financially, like, oh, I don't have a job, like, I can't afford it. But I feel like I can't do anything until I get a job. Like, I have so many, like, hobbies and things that I want to try, and I, like, tell myself, like, oh, like, once I get a job, I can do it. Like, it's almost like there's, like, this sense of guilt. Like, I can't enjoy my life unless I have a job. And I know that that's not true. Like, there's so many things, like, beyond working, and you can still, like, do your hobbies even if you're unemployed. But I just feel like I almost, like, can't enjoy my life until I get a job. Like, I have to get a job in order to enjoy life. And I don't know if I'm the only one who feels like that.
This is just my 2 cents based on some videos that I've seen on the internet so far. If y'all are under the impression that there are multiple jobs in the tech space right now, and it's so easy to get a 9 to 5 and everyone's making $300K in the tech space right out of college, that is wrong. Don't fall under these spells. Like, yeah, there are jobs, but the tech market is severely suffering. I know that there's, like, misinformation all over the web, but the Bay Area has been reporting on the news over and over again that if you are straight out of college with a CS degree, you are not going to get a job. And I'm not here to be a downer. I just want to make sure that y'all are aware that the tech hub isn't hiring. So if you get a job, I'm so happy, so happy. Please help other people as best as you can. But if you're leak coding and you can't get a job,
birthday is in 2 months. No car, no driver's license, don't know how to drive, no money, not going to college. When I tell you I feel behind and like a fail, like, I don't understand how some people just know what they want to do with their lives. And my main thing is I did not think that I was going to make it through high school. Like, I thought I was going to be 5 years ago. So I didn't think for the future. And yes, I know that's my fault. But now I'm just stuck with it. And I'm like, what do I do now? School is not something that I want to do. I don't know. Props to the ones that do go to school. Personally, for me, that is not in my path. But recently, I've been thinking, I'm like, well, what the hell am I going to do? Long run. That's going to make me get money. And what do you mean I have to support myself for the rest of my life? I mean, I don't beat myself up about it because I'm like, you know, everybody's time frame and timeline is different from everybody. So I keep trying to remind myself that, but it's just hard when You feel like everybody else has their shit together but you.
Have you been having a hard time getting a job in 2025? Because same. I graduated college with my bachelor's in December of 2024 and started applying for jobs in October of 2024. For context, I was working in the food service industry. A couple of months ago, switched to the retail industry working a similar job. Other than that though, I have had no luck finding a job anywhere near what I want to do. The other day I saw a stat that said something along the lines of, for every job that you apply for, each applicant has about a 1% chance of getting that particular job, which made me think, in 2025, is it easier to get a job or to become an influencer? So that's why I'm starting this series, to see whether it is easier to get a job or become an influencer in 2025. So the rules are, I have to apply to at least 1 to 2 jobs per day, as well as post at least 1 TikTok per day. At the end of the week, I'll sit down and we'll go over how many jobs I applied for, how many interviews I got, and how many job offers I got. We'll also go over how many TikToks I uploaded, how many views I got, and how many new followers I got. So how do we determine the winner? If I get hired at a job that is not retail or the food service industry, I will have gotten a job first. But if I'm able to make my current monthly salary in 1 month from influencing, then it'll be easier to become an influencer. If you're interested to see whether it's easier to get a job or to become an influencer in 2025, stick along for this journey to see what happens, because I'm
getting rejected by a job at 3 a.m. is wicked work. Like, that's what we doing? Riddle me this. Imagine you apply to a job. You get referral for the job. You know somebody, they put you D, cool. They reach out to you to interview for the job. You do the interview. For some reason, the interviewer is a little lost and confused. Talk about some, oh, I'm not typically on this side of things. I don't know what the hiring process is gonna look like. I don't know what hours they want the person to work. I don't know too many details, but I just know that they want to move fast. Oh, okay, red flag. The hell? Proceeds to ghost you for 3 weeks. Oh, so you reach out to inquire. You email a human being's email address. They send you the automatic rejection email at 3 a.m. I don't need to work. Like, I'm not begging for manual labor.
An observation that I made in the past couple of days, because it's happening at my workplace, is that the economy, or I guess, I don't know shit about the economy, let me not start there. I guess unemployment rates are high because these jobs are eliminating positions and they're not replacing people. In my office, when I started, there were 6 people, right? Including the supervisor, so 6 people in total, 5 assistants. And then we're down to like 3 people, and all of those same responsibilities were just delegated to everybody else. And they refuse to rehire people for those positions. So we're getting fucked over. No raise, right? Because they tell us, well, you should look at this as a growing opportunity. Like, I don't care to grow here. Why are you giving me extra responsibilities? This is so good. But yeah, that's something that I've noticed.
I'm applying to jobs and I got through like the bottom of the application where it's asking you like a few questions. Tell me why after filling everything out, these motherfuckers say submit a 1 to 2 minute video on why you want to work here and a time where you help the customer do whatever. The fuck? If you think I'm gonna take the time to record, to plan, think, record and upload a 1 to 2 minute video, you got me fucked up. Honestly, whoever does that will just get the job, because who the fuck is doing that? Do you think you're the only application? Do you think you're the only one I'm doing to take the time to think of an answer, record the video and upload the video? You got me 3 ways fucked up. Oh my fucking God.
I've applied to maybe 30 jobs in the past 2 months. I've gotten rejected from every single one, and it's very much taught me that like you might as well just pursue your dreams, because the job market is so bad at this point that there's an equal chance of you being successful at your dream as there is you getting a job. at this point.
Unemployment, no one tells you when you're unemployed that like the heartbreak that you have from jobs, you go to interviews, you like love the role, love the job, you feel like you're like, I'm so good. Then they're like, yeah, no, we're good. We're all set with you. And you're like, and then you feel like literally worthless. Talked to my friend Tori the other day. I'm like, I've applied to so many jobs and I had maybe like 4 interviews at this point, 4 or 5, 4. And then you just like feel like you're like worthless. Like all this time I've spent in my career, the last X amount of years, like excelling at roles, I literally feel like silly that I'm just not getting anything. Like, am I just like worthless? Like you feel like, okay, like maybe I'm bad. Like, am I bad?